Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. I'm your host, Big Mike, and as you can see, I got a special guest with me today. Who you are looking at right now is an entrepreneur. He's the president of Aquila Volare. He is a bodybuilder, an improv comedian, a certified trainer, and a pro athlete signing assistant, and he's also giving you some of the best Philadelphia Eagles content on Instagram across social media. Give it up for my guy who I call JF, Justin Fiorillo. What's good, baby?
Big Mike, I appreciate that. What is up, Under the Lights podcast nation, man? I'm happy to be here. I appreciate the opportunity, Big Mike. Let's get it popping.
Man, I appreciate you, bro, for me, give me some of your time. Make it time for me. You know what I'm saying? You running around York, Pennsylvania and everything, doing what you do, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you coming on hollering at me, bro. Real talk, you know what I mean? For the viewers right now, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. So that way when you see a show drop with me and Justin on that thing, or me and Jordan, me and Twan, whoever you see on here, if you watch the show, you will be up to date with what's going on. You know what I mean? Now, Justin.
Absolutely. Yeah, all my followers, please hit the like and subscribe button right away.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Now, listen, on this show, we don't like to, one thing we can't get back in life is time. So we don't like to waste none. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. You know what I mean? And I also forgot to mention that this is my fellow Philadelphia Eagle fan of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, might I add. You know what I mean? We rocking the Eagles. You know what's going on. You see this Alshon Jeffrey jersey right here, the Super Bowl 52 that we won. You see my boy Justin with the Eagles gear on. You see me, these boys right here. Whoo, they some bad boys. You feel what I'm saying? Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. You understand? But now listen, first thing I want to get down to, Justin, is this. Now, you're an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And let me know if I pronounce it right. Aquila Volare?
You got the first part down. It's Aquila Volare.
Volare.
It means soaring eagle. It means soaring eagle in Italian. So how about that?
Okay. So what do you do with Aquila Volare? What do you do?
Do a lot of different things, my man. So I owned and operated a Philly pretzel factory franchise for a few years. I obviously do pro athlete signing assistant work through Sports Unleashed, based out of York, Pennsylvania, where we get athletes in, get a lot of different memorabilia signed by them. And a lot of times, as you guys see on my page, they send me out to do get the signing done. So that's kind of what I'm doing a lot of work right now. I'm also a certified personal trainer. I do natural bodybuilding. I've done improv comedy. So there's a lot of different things I'm doing right now. And Aquila Volare is just pretty much my parent branch company that oversees everything. God
damn, Justin, you got a lot of hats. You got a lot of hats, Playboy. You feel what I'm saying? You a dog in that thing. Listen, I wish you much success. You know what I mean? I hope you soar like an eagle, baby. I hope you soar like an eagle, baby.
You too, Big Mike. I appreciate that.
Aquila Volare.
Yeah, soaring eagle, man.
Soaring eagle. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So what's the have you got a Jalen Hurts signed anything?
So my man, of all the players I've met, I've never met Jalen Hurts, and he is on my bucket list. He's actually one of the few I've never met. But I will say this, Big Mike. So I announced this to my viewers on my page a few days ago. If you know or don't know, I'm going to be going to the NovaCare complex this summer, middle of July, right around training camp when it starts, when they got a report. I'm going to be doing a private signing with the entire team. I won this through the Eagles Autism Foundation, this experience. So I'm hoping to get a chance to meet Jalen and actually add him to my collection coming mid-July.
Man, listen.
I know, man. I know. I imagine how I felt, dude. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Like, the whole team, dude? The whole team?
Bro. Yeah. Jalen Hurts, man. Signed anything from him is going to be worth a lot of money one day.
Now I got one thing signed by him. Now I got it on eBay though. It's a visor mini helmet signed by Jalen Hurts. Has the certificate authenticity and all that. Mm-hmm. But I have nothing where I actually got in person signed by him. But man, I'm telling you, coming mid-July when I'm at that NovaCare complex, that is the goal. I'm going to be like a hawk looking for him. I don't care who's taking me around that day, who I'm involved with. Carry me to Jalen Hurts and sign my shoe, sign my forehead. I don't care.
I ain't washing it either. I'm going to do that.
Dude, are you kidding me? I ain't never watching it. Yo, I did a signing with Saquon Barkley once, right? I did one signing with him, right?
Are you serious?
And I'm a dead ass, dude. Dead ass. I did a signing. It was November 25th, 26th, 27th. I forget. This past November. Dude, 2 days after he broke the rushing record against the Rams. I'm sure you remember that game, right?
What? Yes.
Yep. Yes, my man. So it was at Valley Forge Casino, just on the outskirts of Philly. The company I work for, they sent me down there. Bro, he signed hours, 6 straight hours, 2 full rooms, thousands of pieces, helmets, jerseys, championship belts. Somebody wanted him to sign a New York Giants mini helmet, and they wanted him to sign FU Giants on it, and he wouldn't do it. He's a good man. I'll say that much.
Respect. He got respect for the Giants.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't want to pay him, that's cool. That's cool. That means he let it go and kind of move forward.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Big Mike, is like I'm just here to, and for all your viewers and stuff, to hopefully share a different kind of point of view with things. I've been fortunate and blessed to work with some of these names that we are all familiar with and kind of see a little bit of how they are behind the scenes and, of course, have some cool stories. So that's kind of why I'm here, my man. So anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, let's get it popping.
So what is the like when it comes to like, and excuse me for the sound, y'all know we got some echoing going on, but just apologize for that.
Sorry, that could be on my end, guys, but we're trying to work on that. Yep, first time that's doing this.
So, when it comes the end goal, what is the end goal for like the the signings and things like that? Like, what is the ladder for that? Do you move up? Is that way to move up? You might start working for the Eagles, actually working for them to do that. Like, what's the end goal for that?
Right. No, that's a great question, my man. That is my end goal. My end goal is I don't make any jokes about it, and I'm sure you guys can tell. I'm on a collision course to try and work for the Eagles one day. That would be my dream. I'm sure that'd be anybody's dream. We're all diehards. We all love the Eagles. Who wouldn't want to work for the Philadelphia Eagles? So that's my end goal. Right now for the company is just to grow the brand, grow Sports Unleashed, grow the company, grow our collection of product, get more athletes, get more things signed. A goal of mine that I've thought about recently would be having my own store one day, opening my own memorabilia shop and having my own shop. Ooh. But hey, man, I got to let time play out. It's coming. Gotta save money. It's
coming. It's coming though. Yeah. I was just on Instagram and I was looking at all of the guys like KFC, the guy who made KFC, Subway, and all of those guys that got those franchises. They didn't start as they was like in their 40s and 50s and 60 years old. It's coming, Justin. It's coming. With your hard work, with what you doing, already got. Bro, you was in there with Saquon. I seen your Instagram. You was next to BG. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here, man? It's coming, bro. You ain't gonna do nothing but continue to climb the motherfucking ladder. I'm telling you, bro. It's coming. It's coming.
I appreciate that, man.
I'm putting it out there. I
appreciate that, man.
I'm putting it out there now. You know what I mean? So, one of the things you said also was that you are in bodybuilding. You're in bodybuilding. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
What made you want to get into that?
Yeah, man. I have a burning passion and desire for health and fitness. I actually wasn't always a bodybuilder / fit guy per se. I was a big man. I'm only about 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". So I was at one point 250 pounds, and I was not taking care of my health. I was a big guy, and on my frame that looked huge. I have photos. In fact, when I met Carson Wentz at a charity dinner for his AO1 Foundation years ago, I have photos. There's a photo with me next to Carson Wentz, and I look like a different person. There's people that I have that photo framed. They don't even recognize me. So what happened was I found that I was not happy with how, and I realized that health and fitness can change your mood and can make you happier, can have a positive impact not only on yourself but on others. You can inspire others. So I found bodybuilding to be an outlet for self-improvement and inspiring others. So I really got into it for that main reason. But also, the results were addicting. I'm a competitive guy, so I like to compete against myself and against others. So bodybuilding is and also it's a great way to escape stress. So that's the number one thing too. It's a good stress reliever too.
So I tell people when it comes to like working out, when you got, first of all, you got to start somewhere.
Right?
Like people like to, I'm just man. I said, listen, go to the. I know people that don't want to go to the gym because they are big. And they think when you walk in the gym, I'm talking about big, and you walk in the gym, you think all eyes gonna be on you. I'm like, bro, like everybody people that's in the gym, they are applauding you in their head for coming to the gym.
Yeah.
And even
sure.
And even if you are scared to come to the gym, guess what? How about you just go on the track and start walking?
Yeah.
Go on the track and start walking. Take your phone out, listen to some music, talk to your homeboys, if it's your female, talk to your girlfriends, do some gossiping. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, that's fine. Get them out the house. They'll come with you. You know what I'm saying? Just start walking. when you start seeing results, it's gonna become an addiction. It's just like saving money. You ever been on that saving money spree? And then when you start saving money, it's like, damn, I got $5,000.
Yeah, Big Mike, I start saving money, and then the Eagles come out with these new promotions and auctions, and I blow all my money. You know what I mean?
Money well spent, though. Money well spent. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. Money well spent. If you get what you want for the Eagles, oh, that's money well spent. So I can't knock you for that, Playboy. You feel me? So
I feel you, man.
With the improv comedian, you know what I'm saying? How far do you want to take comedy? Like, is this something like you can just get away from? Is it for fun, or is it like something you want to go on tour?
Yeah, I mean, I listen, man. I don't have a goal as like when it comes to the sports signing with the Eagles stuff. I have big goals and dreams for that. When it comes to the improv stuff, and I'm sure if you saw my page, anybody sees my page, you know that I just like to goof off and have a good time, especially with the Eagles, especially with players, especially with coaches. I am not afraid to go up to Howie Roseman and say something funny. I'm not afraid to go up to Coach Sirianni and tell him to run the Philly special next year, which I did and posted it to my page. I'm not afraid to go up to these players, Saquon, Fletcher Cox, Vince Papale, Brandon Graham, and ask them what's on my mind. And especially if I can find an opportunity to make it funny, make good content out of it. I just love doing that, man. I don't really have an end goal with it. It's just, it's fun. It's entertaining for me. I hope it's entertaining for all of you. And that's really it.
Bro, and listen to what you said. You walked up to Nick Sirianni. All these guys that you name in Saquon. Bro, you already climbing the ladder, JF. You already climbing the ladder, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You already climbing the ladder, bro. That's fire. You know what I mean? I hope, like I said, I hope you go to extreme heights with it, bro. So I can say I seen it from the beginning.
Hey, I'm taking you with you, man. And by the way, I just got to take a moment. Before this is my first time on the pod, on the show. I went through Big Mike's page here, checked out the Under the Lights podcast. Listen to all my followers, to all of your followers. You're gonna be on ESPN one day. You guys, you got it down, man. You got this. You got the sports content shit down. You got passion. You got a good setup and everything. Once again, we're sorry about any echo. You know, we're just first time doing this, and it could be on my end, but you got a great show, man. So keep going.
I appreciate that from the bottom, baby. I appreciate that. So now let's get into this sports talk. Let's talk some football. You know what I mean?
Do it, baby.
Now we know the previous season who won the Super Bowl. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. Is that who won?
Remind me, was some team beat some other team's ass 40-22? I forget who it was, but I think it was the Philadelphia Eagles.
And listen, the thing is this: we all know what the real score is.
40-6.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. We let the dogs out. We put the dogs up, and we brought the young puppies out there. And y'all got a little shine. You feel what I'm saying? So you got a little extra. You got a little 16 points. You know what I mean? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But after all of that, before we get into the next season, you know, it has to be an NFL draft. And the NFL draft has just been, you know, it's done now. You feel what I'm saying? I know you've heard everything that's going on with the draft and SHEDEUR Sanders and things like that. Real quick, man, can you give me, you know what I mean, your thoughts on, you know, do you think SHEDEUR Sanders was treated wrong? Was he picked the right pick in the 5th round? What do you think about the whole SHEDEUR Sanders situation?
Well, time will tell, right? I mean, we won't know until he gets out there, if and when he gets out there and proves us wrong or proves the world right. I don't know. I think he's a great talent. I certainly understand from the NFL's executives if they thought he was a cocky kid. But the thing is, you know, there's really nothing the kid's ever done wrong. It's his dad's Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders is not a criminal. He's just a cocky, confident guy. So there's nothing that the kid did wrong except be Deion Sanders' son. He put up numbers. He should have been if not a first round, at least a second, third round pick. We all agree that it's kind of criminal that he fell to the 5th round, but I don't have an answer. I think time will tell. You know, with the QB room in Cleveland, I think they're going to cut either Flacco or Pickett. They're probably going to keep Flacco maybe. And then it's going to be a battle between Gabriel and him. I think he's got a good chance. I think they did him wrong, the NFL. But hey, man, we will see. Time will tell. Man,
listen, this is what I'm going to say. He shouldn't be having to suffer for being confident.
Right.
Do they know a guy named Baker Mayfield?
There you go, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when Eli Manning walked up and said he don't want to play for the Chargers with Archie Manning standing right there. You feel what I'm saying? bro.
Yeah.
Like this is he's confident. He's confident. And his father is Deion Sanders, and they trying to. You remember last year they was trying to beat Colorado to. I feel like a lot of people feel like to beat Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders ain't playing. And then you got SHEDEUR. They're the talk of college football.
Yeah.
Kind of being overlooked. Overlooking the number 1, number 2, number 3 teams. And you know what I'm saying. So with all of that, and he got the watch going. You know what I mean. He got the stardom, the popularity, all of that.
Yeah.
But one thing he does is work hard.
Yeah.
And play great football. Yeah. There is no way there are 5 quarterbacks better in this draft than SHEDEUR Sanders.
There's not.
If you want to say Cam Ward is better, I mean that's fine, cool. He's more athletic. You know what I mean? He may have a stronger arm, and that may be what attracts you more. You know what I mean, than SHEDEUR Sanders. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we know you don't have to be blazing fast to get out at that pocket, to improvise, to escape, to extend the play, and SHEDEUR does that, and he can make throws at every single level. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. I'm with you. What you said about Cam Ward, that's 100% right. But then you got guys like Tyler Shaw got picked before. Who the hell is Tyler Shaw?
This guy right here. The one who what are we doing?
Yeah. He's the guy. What Big Mike's referencing is there's some goofy ass play he made where he just lobs it up and threw like an interception this year. And that guy, and he also had a terrible combine. He was throwing these duck passes.
Did you see
see that?
You seen that?
He got picked up before SHEDEUR. So I mean, there you go, man.
I mean. Listen, and I don't think Jackson Dart is better than SHEDEUR. And when it comes to college football, bro, I'm an Alabama fan. I've been rooting for Alabama since 2005. I don't know if you remember, you know what I mean, a guy named Tyrone Prothro. He made a catch behind. I got the clip right here I want to show you. And just in case everybody else don't remember, here it go right here.
12. Boyle lays it up. They're going to rule it a completion. And remember, we do have replays.
This is an awesome catch. Falk has great coverage, but see, he put his left arm on. Look, he catches off his back and holding on to the football. That's incredible. That's a great job of
catch of the year.
That's when I became an Alabama fan. That right there made me an Alabama fan. And it wasn't Alabama then. It was like 6-6. But that's what made me like them. So I say all that to say this. I know all about Jalen Milroe. All about him. When Bryce Harper, not the Phillies, I'm thinking got the Phillies on my mind. When Bryce Young.
That's another story, man. We have another show about that.
For sure. When Bryce Young, last year at Alabama, they was blowing somebody out, and Jalen Milroe came in the game. When he running out there, I'm like, oh, that's a big dude. He got some size on him. That's the quarterback? I said, damn, okay. JF, from the drop back, I said, whoa. And then he threw it. I said, whoa. Yeah. I know we're getting another quarterback in the offseason. I know he's going to be the backup. We're going to get another one. And lo and behold, he was the starter. Jalen Milroe does absolutely nothing better than SHEDEUR but run. That is it. You feel me? And Dylan Gabriel, I'm taking SHEDEUR any day of the week. You understand what I'm saying? Now, listen, one more thing. Cleveland played crazy. They played crazy. You traded the second pick to Jacksonville. If you was going to wait to get SHEDEUR, you could have snatched Travis Hunter and you could have snatched SHEDEUR.
Yeah,
and
man.
You got,
they could have.
And they went and got Kenshawn Judkins from Ohio State. They got Mason Graham from Michigan. They played crazy. I think they dropped the ball on that part. But SHEDEUR definitely should have went earlier. They did him wrong, and hopefully he proved everybody wrong for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you want to trade back and get Mason Graham, but then don't get the 2 quarterbacks later on. You know, like if you know what I'm saying. Like,
look at that quarterback room.
It's crazy, man. It's a circus.
Flacco, listen, you might keep Flacco because he might be a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson, I don't know how much dead cap money is going. I don't know, but he got to go. And it's just he's not going to stay healthy from what we've seen. You know what I mean? We're not going to stay healthy. And you got Kenny Pickett. I mean, pick your poison, man. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, SHEDEUR, he might end up being rookie of the year, and I'm gonna tell you why when we move forward. But we're gonna leave that right there. You feel what I'm saying? So Did you watch the whole draft? Did you catch the whole draft, or you just caught bits and pieces of it?
I mean, I didn't sit down in my TV and watch all 3 days, all three,
Right.
hours of it. But I watched most of the draft, especially the highlights of it. I saw the main parts of it. Yeah.
So who do you think won the draft? Who do you think it benefited the most from the draft?
Well, it'd be biased to say us, right? I thought we had a great draft, but I'm gonna say, I hate to say this, man. I really do. I really do.
I know where you about to go. Oh, it's about to hurt. I know it's about to hurt me.
I'm gonna say the Giants.
I know you. I know.
Is that what you were thinking? Because
I got it.
They
right
got
here.
Carter. They got that guy Scattaboo, who apparently, dude. I know it's crazy because we got A.J. Dillon this offseason. We have Saquon freaking Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if, in the 3rd or 4th round, we got Cam Scattaboo to go with his offense. I mean, we could have picked him up.
Oh, yeah.
Or made a trade up to get him if we didn't have exactly picked there. But Giants had a decent draft.
Mm-hmm.
They're still the Giants. I ain't worried about them, but,
Where my
is
broom?
it all right?
Where my broom at? Where my broom at? Sweep. We're going to sweep their ass, man. And they
I wanted Abdul Carter, too. I wanted to bring him home, but.
I did, too, but shit, we was not going to get him. Yeah. Ain't nobody letting him go all the way to 32. When nobody was going to give us him. We just came off winning the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying?
What about you? Who do you think won the draft?
And like you said, it would be biased for me to say us. You know what I mean? But I do got us in there. It's like I'll get to us later. But look, this is how I'm going to frame it, right? Being that these teams needed so much and they covered it, you know what I'm saying? What I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pick us. I think I might have to go with the Browns. Here's why. We talked about the draft. The Browns didn't get no bums either. We know the Browns is a defensive-based team, right? Now you got Mason Graham on the line with Myles Garrett from Michigan. He's a dog. Carson Schwarzenegger from UCLA linebacker. He's a dog. You feel what I'm saying? I just mentioned to you they got the running back from Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins. He is a dog, bro.
Yo, if you ever played that EA Sports College Football 25 game,
I got it.
Cheat code in it.
He's a cheat
code.
I got it. Now, yeah, he is. I'm glad you brought that up. He most definitely is because I was playing defense. They wouldn't let me do nothing with him. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let me do nothing with him. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, another target that they got people might not know about is a tight end from Bowling Green, Harold Fannin. I wanted Harold Fannin in Philly, bro. Listen to me. Harold Fannin, he just ain't at, LSU. He ain't at, Michigan and, Penn State with Tyler Warren. He ain't at he at Bowling Green. When I look him up, Harold Fannin, Fannin. I'm gonna send you his shit. Route runner, yards after catch, make you miss, run you over, to the house, end zone. He is a fucking dog.
What round did they pick him up in?
Harold Fannin went in the 3rd round.
All right.
Third round, pick 67. Listen, bro, they got Dallas Goedert on the trade block.
Yeah, so they say.
Right, so they say that this was my direction, Harold Fannin. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like, SHEDEUR Sanders is, if not the best, top 2 quarterback in the league. And they got that. And compared to the quarterbacks they got in that QB room, they may not start SHEDEUR, you know what I mean? Maybe because of the same reasons they didn't draft him number 1 over or first round. Or it might be, hey, let's see what Joe Flacco does. Or you're not going to tell me you're going to wait what Pickett does. You're going to wait with – no. But I think if he gets in from day one, we're looking at the rookie of the year because they also got weapons out there too. You know what I mean? So I give it to Cleveland, then the Giants, and then I got to go us. Yeah. Jahad Campbell, I'm Alabama. Bro, he can do it all. He can rush the passer. He can cover. This dude was playing, he was covering wide receivers at LSU in the LSU game, making plays, JF. I ain't talking about, they overthrew it. No. Deflections against LSU. He can cover. He can play the run. He is athletic. He is so versatile, bro. Versatile.
How do you think he's going to fit in with the Vic Fangio defense?
And listen, Vic Fangio's defense is based on that. You got to have speed, that athleticism. Nick Bond, Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. And Nakobe Dean is hurt. He hurt right now. You feel what I'm saying?
I heard he might not be back till October, possibly still.
And I think that's why we got a running back. I mean, not a running back, linebacker. Smile Munden from Georgia. You know what I mean? He could play inside a little bit, but also Jahad Campbell, he could play inside, outside. Vic Fangio gonna work him in. He moved Zach Bond from outside to inside, so he gonna be. He know what he getting. You feel what I mean? He was first team All SEC.
Yeah,
and we know the SEC is the most toughest conference in college football, and he's the best linebacker in the draft. Let's put it like that.
They call us the Philly Bulldogs, but we're kind of the Philly Tide. Wouldn't you say that a little bit?
The Philly Tide Dogs.
The Philly Tide Dogs, because we got a lot of Bama players.
For sure. Landon Dickerson, Devontae. Yeah, they know. Shouts out to Howie Roseman, bro. Shout to Howie Roseman, man. Like, he is. I don't know how he come up with these deals. I don't know how he come up. I don't know. You know what I mean? But damn it, we got to protect Howie at all costs.
Well, I don't know if you know this, man, but I'll tell you this. When Chip Kelly was here and they kicked Howie out, they kicked him out. Remember? Yeah, we don't want to bring this up, but remember when they kicked Howie out? He went overseas and went to European soccer football leagues and just shadowed these GMs and guys for like months, almost to a year, of how they operated their big businesses over there. Yeah. He came back to the NFL with like a new mindset of how to operate a team and stuff. And ever since then, he's been making Super Bowl championship decisions. So, I mean, it's crazy.
Chip Kelly, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, I brought him up.
He fucked us over, bro.
So
I'm talking about bent us over with no grease and just rammed it in. You feel what I'm saying? This was rape. This is he should be arrested for rape of the Philadelphia Eagles organization. And he should have a year for everybody on the fucking staff, from the CEO down to the goddamn janitor.
Dude, you remember him? And remember, it wasn't just like one day. It was like 4 days in a row where every other day he was making these big trades. It was LaShawn McCoy. It was something with Vic. We got rid of Vic. And then we got rid of Macklin. And then we got rid of this. I'm like, dude, we're just like, what the hell are you doing, dude?
And I don't know how he even got back on the team. I don't know how he got back on the team. I don't know.
Listen to this. He's on the Raiders now as the offensive coordinator, right?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, how?
He's going to come back to Philly. They won't be able to boo loud enough if they ever see him in person.
Listen to me. When he walking, they gonna throw a bunch of shit at him. You know what I mean? He gonna get booed, and for sure. I can't stand Chip Kelly. Fuck Chip Kelly.
I'll be leading those boos, man, if I'm there.
God damn, man. So look, with the draft being done, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Us being Super Bowl champions. You know what I mean? Some people talk about the Super Bowl hangover. We got number one as our quarterback. He ain't in no motherfucking hangover. I'm pretty sure you seen what Derek Jeter said about him. Mm-hmm. He focused on how you winning another one. Focus on the little things. And I seen something else on Instagram where he's working on the little things to make like a twitch, to make the twitch of the ball, maybe like on the third down where you could get the ball out faster. He's working on all of the little small things to be better in certain situations as a quarterback. His mindset is just, I want more. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? What is your expectations of the Philadelphia Eagles this upcoming season?
Come mid-February next year, 2026, they are holding that Super Bowl trophy again, and nobody's going to take it away. I mean, that's the expectation, is we are going to walk away back-to-back Super Bowl champions, because there's no damn reason we shouldn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, the team's loaded. The team that we had a great draft. I mean, we're kind of, other than Nakobe Dean, we're going to be mostly healthy. I mean, what's stopping us except us, man? I mean, so that's my expectation, is to win the damn Super Bowl again.
You know what, JF? I'm with you, bro. I'm with the repeat, man. And I think we got we got the guy at quarterback to do it. Like I said, the mindset is different. Mm-hmm. Like Derek Jeter said, when some players win, they exhale. He ain't exhaling.
No.
You know why? For one, he's a winner. Dude come from Alabama, bro. He been in big games his whole fucking, for I don't know how long. You remember, even though he went to Oklahoma. When he went to Oklahoma, now that's something I got to prove. Finish second in Heisman voting. You feel what I'm saying? His mindset, his father's a fucking high school coach. He's a quarterback his father's a coach. You know what I mean? And he's going home with his father every day, and he's the quarterback. The mindset is different. That's contagious through the whole Philadelphia Eagles team. They still chasing that first loss.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's our leader, man. He's our leader. And I'm so sick of the slander about, I'm scrolling through my feed and I see, is Jalen Hurts a top 5 quarterback? Is Jalen Hurts You see that shit, dude, all the time?
What the fuck are they talking about, man? We're going to get to that.
Okay.
That's the expectation is the Super Bowl. I want to win it again. We can win it again. 3 straight years we had 10-game win streaks. We were the hunted before we even won.
Yep.
Anytime somebody come in your building that on the win streak like that, you the hunted. You already don't like our fan base. You know what I mean? We loud, we rough, we rugged, we cuss you out, all of it, get your ass beat, all of that. You feel what I'm saying? We travel too. We'll take over your building. You know what I'm saying? They don't like us. With the additions we got in the draft, I mentioned Jahad Campbell, Andrew Makuba from Texas. He's a hitter, and he take the ball away.
And he got a sick ass name, dude, Makuba.
Yes, and he's gonna be possibly on the other side of Reed Blankenship, unless that's Sidney Brown. What I think about Sidney Brown, bro, correct me if I'm wrong. You can let me know if you think you agree. I think Sidney Brown has the motor. He has the confidence, but he reminds me of Russell Westbrook. He got one speed. You're always trying to take the big hit, and then you miss. Miss tackles. You cannot have one speed in sports. Even when you get an interception, you can't outrun your blockers.
Especially in the secondary of an NFL team.
Yes, he has to work on his coverage ability, and maybe he's working on that. Like, I love his motor. I love it. Yeah. But he only got one speed, man. And he has to know when to slow it down, when to speed it up, he has to know when. If he don't do that, Andrew Makuba will be in that spot because his film, his tape, and just watching him at Texas, he take the ball away. He going to come up and pop you. He ain't got one speed. He know how to go from 1, 2, 3, 4 back to 3, 2. He know how to do that. Switch gears. You know what I'm saying? With the Ty Robinson from Nebraska in the middle. Athletic. Athleticism, hands, physical. He's in the backfield. 15 tackles for loss last year. That's the most since Ndamukong Suh at Nebraska in 2009. Started 47 games, ran a 4.8 40. Kind of reminds you of Big Jordan Davis a little bit, but more athletic. Get in the backfield a little more. With these additions, man, you know what I'm saying? We got Mac McWilliams from Central Florida. He's a solid corner. He's going to be paired up with Cooper DeJean. We also still got Kenyon Mitchell out here. You know what I mean? Kelly Ringo. We got Adoree Jackson from the Giants who still got game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want a Super Bowl. Back in the Super Bowl again, and we should be winning that motherfucker. That's my expectation. Nothing. I know I want to get to the NFC, at least to the NFC. No. The expectation is Super Bowl from here on out. Why? Yeah. Because we got the team to do it.
Yep.
We ain't. Yeah. If you tell me a bunch of players can go out there get injured or some shit, all right, cool. But okay, cool. But if boys is out here, like we was out here last year, just to the February.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
50, Super Bowl 60. We just won 59. It should be Super Bowl 60. That's the expectation, nothing less, man. And I think they know it too. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm with you when you're right. You just said you had a problem with, you know what I mean, people saying, is Jalen Hurts a top 5 quarterback? Is he a top 5 quarterback? Where you rank him at? Where do you rank Jalen Hurts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where you got him at?
I think he's about the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL.
Who's 1 and 2?
I'll put Mahomes. And maybe Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
But I can't really realistically put anyone else and on any given Sunday I might even put Hurts tied with 2. And I may even put him tied with Mahomes. It's just because he just beat the man in the damn Super Bowl. But I think of everything that goes into the quarterback position. But I think Jalen Hurts, as a runner, he's phenomenal. As a passer, he gets better every year. As a leader, he's the best in the NFL.
Yes.
And like I said, this can fluctuate any given day, but I'll put him around 3.
Okay. For me, I got to give him the number 2 spot. And I'm only doing that because Mahomes has done his thing. You feel me? Now, these past couple years, it hasn't been Mahomes. It's been the Steve Spagnuolo defense. You feel what I'm saying? Who's been doing very, very well. These past 2 years, he has not looked like the best quarterback in the league. But I'm not just going to knock you off your throne because you did win back-to-back. You do have 3 championships. You have never played nothing less than an AFC championship game ever from day one. So I'm going to respect him from that aspect. But in the same breath, the first Super Bowl, he outplayed you, baby.
Yeah.
The very next season with that sorry-ass offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson, with that sorry-ass defensive coordinator, Sean Desai, and whenever they switched to Matt Patricia, which it got worse, you feel what I'm saying? We went into Kansas City and beat y'all 21-17 in your building.
Remember Sirianni walking out the tunnel? I don't hear you anymore, Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
Yelling in the tunnel at him and shit. Yeah.
Fast forward to this Super Bowl. He outplayed you again.
Yeah.
Again. You feel what I'm saying? So it was at some point. So if it's gonna keep on, at some point in time, we're gonna have to say, listen, I know you won 3, and I know you won back to back, but you ain't out playing this man.
Right.
And on top of that, during the season, your defense is the one that's, come on now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, and I know, listen, they like to say, oh, well, y'all defenses, yeah, it is. We draft well. You feel what I'm saying? But don't act like our offense ain't putting up shit. And I don't want to hear it's all Saquon. Saquon wasn't here in 2022.
No.
Saquon wasn't there in 2023 when we went 10 straight as well. Now, I know it came crumbling down towards the end. You know what I mean? I think that's also when Matt Patricia became the fucking defensive coordinator and started giving up more points. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to, discount the year, but I can't people wanted to blame Jalen. No. He was willing us to victories that year. Last second throw, it looked good. He was MVP front runner. He was in last second touchdowns. It looked real well, but it came crumbling down. All right, cool. But at some point in time, if he gonna keep winning, it's gonna have to be he's the best in the league. We walked into M&T Bank Stadium last year, 24-19, and had to say, "Oh, Saquon." We love Saquon dearly. We love Saquon dearly. That wasn't a Saquon game at M&T Bank Stadium. We was down 9-0 trying to get the run game going. What happened after that, JF? Jalen Hurts went 11 of 12 for 2 touchdowns, put us up 14-9, and we didn't look back in M&T Bank Stadium.
The Super Bowl wasn't a Saquon Barkley game.
The Super Bowl wasn't.
No.
I mean, I got him number 2, and I'm only giving him the number 2 spot behind Mahomes because of what he's done previously, but that's not going to keep going on and on. If he come out here and don't win again or whatever, and Jalen Hurts is doing what he's doing, it's going to have to be some movement.
Well, hey, ask me this question next football season, about a month or 2 into the season. We're 5-1, we're 6-0. The Chiefs are 2-2 or something, right? And Hurts is putting up MVP numbers, and Mahomes is struggling. And then that flow of like defending Super Bowl champion, MVP level player, Mahomes, he keeps regressing the last 2 years. It's like, you're right. That conversation is going to switch. It's going to switch pretty damn soon.
Yeah. And this, I'm tired of the doubting. I'm tired of it. Oh, we're just going to make him throw it. We're going to make him. Cool. 290, 246, 221, and rushing yards too. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So now into the season, what you going to do now? You going to still load the box? AJ's open. Devontae's open. Dallas Goedert's open. Don't let Jahan Dotson get involved in the offense, you know what I mean? And see, you know what I mean? Saquon's open too. Pick your poison because he could pick you apart. So listen, Jalen Hurts is a winner, bro. Yep. I thought football, playing quarterback, was about winning.
Yep.
Lamar's more electrifying. He got the speed. He's fast. Yeah. Jalen Hurts is a winner. Nobody has more wins than Jalen Hurts, my nigga, since he came in the league. Since he's been a starter. Besides Pat Mahomes. That's it.
4 years in the NFL, 4 playoff appearances.
Come on, as a starter. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
I gotta give him I'm giving him the number 2 spot. I want to say 1, but like I said, you got 3. You let no less than AFC championship. All right, cool. Yeah. But like I said, that ain't gonna keep flying.
No.
That's not going to keep soaring. That's not going to be a Aquila Volare. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be soaring like an eagle. No, it's not.
No, it ain't no soaring eagle, man.
Hell no,
You're
it's
right.
not. You feel what I'm
the
saying?
Hurts disrespect stops. It stops today.
For sure. Super Bowl champs, you know what I mean? We talked about we want to repeat. What's the chances? 50-50, you 60-40. Where you at? You know what I mean? You know, team Lions is going to be back.
Listen, we could be diehard fans. We can go roo-roo, rah-rah, Philadelphia Eagles fly, but we got to be realistic. The NFL's tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are professional guys trying to put food on their families' tables. I mean, you know, these are the NFL. The New England Patriot dynasty didn't win it every year. The Chiefs don't win it every year. The Steelers in the 70s didn't win it every year. The Cowboys in the 90s didn't win it every year. You know, these dynasties, the Legion of Boom didn't win it every year.
Mm-hmm.
But we just got to focus on each game at a time, you know, just staying healthy. I give them about 60-40. I mean, you just give them that little – if you look at the probability and you just say there's a better chance than not because of the NFC and the competition in that conference that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to come out on top. And then, you know, whether they're playing the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bills, whoever in the AFC – I mean, in the Super Bowl, you roll the dice then and you give them a good chance. But it's really about the opportunity to get there. Now, you look at the division – or the NFC East, I mean, I think we got a really good chance to win the division again because the Cowboys, there's the Cowboys, and you know, and then the Commanders are sure they're probably the biggest threat in the division, but they're still maybe a year or two away fully. But you know, I'm not worried about them. Mm-hmm. We have their number, at least recently, and we'll see.
We got 55 numbers.
Yeah,
55 of them. They only got 27 numbers. We got 55 of them. You feel what I'm saying?
I was there, my man. I was there. Yeah, I remember
for sure. You know what I mean? So you said, you know, about the Commanders. You know, they're a couple years away. Do you think Jaden Daniels is going to have like a sophomore slump, or is he going to continue to? Because you know, C.J. Stroud didn't have a better year than his rookie year.
Right. I think Jaden Daniels is going to have a sophomore slump, but it's not really a slump. It's just how can you have a better year, right? So like he's this rookie sensation, made the NFC freaking title game. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless you're going to have a Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes year next year,
right?
I mean, he might just – he can't – so if you want to call it a sophomore slump, I just call it a coming back to reality year, you know?
Okay. Does he put up the same – I think he passed for what? Was it 3,600? Does he 35? Yeah. Does he pass more than that? Does he crack 4,000? Does he crack 30 touchdowns?
I think he'll get close. I don't think he's going to crack 4,000. I think he'll get close again. Whatever numbers he put up this year, I mean, you'd have to imagine they're going to try to amplify the offense around him this offseason and make it more knowing now what they have in him. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I say that much. I think he's going to have a lot more rushing yards next year, though. Whatever his rushing yards were at this year, I think they're going to try to use his legs more.
He was at 891.
Okay, so he might – because, you know, you saw Lamar Jackson that he got in some of his years. He's similar skill set a little bit. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I don't have numbers, but I think he's going to run more than he did last year.
Okay. We talked about how tough the NFC is, man. Who is the biggest threat to us, the Philadelphia Eagles? Who is the biggest threat to us to stop us? If it was somebody that was going, you know, say, you know what, y'all not going back to back. You're not going back to the Super Bowl. Who is that?
The team that almost literally didn't make us go to the Super Bowl, the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
You remember that game, dude? We had it in the bag.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching the last minute. I'm like, what the hell's going on here,
yeah.
dude? They're driving down the field. Oh, my God. Cup just caught that ball. And Nakua just caught that ball. Mm-hmm. They're moving. If they catch this ball, we lose the game. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then our defense, like, it was a heart – you know, as Eagle fans, we have these heart attack games every week. But – it was the biggest heart attack of that divisional round game against the Rams. So by default, I mean, I guess you could say Detroit, you could say the Cowboys, you could say the Commanders, whatever, but I'm going to go with the Rams.
We on the same page, JF. I went the Rams because this is why. See, when it comes to Detroit, they like to say, oh, we had 17 guys. First of all, you don't have 17 guys that's playing for your team that is hurt. You naming everybody that's hurt, people that don't even get in the fucking game. Yeah. How you got 11 players, but then you got, you know, so you got all these other – stop, bro. Stop. Yeah. Your offense was out there against goddamn the Commanders, and your quarterback threw 3 goddamn interceptions. That's what the fuck happened. That's not Matt Stafford.
And you had a guy trying to go absolutely bonkers trying to stop the tush push.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not Matt Stafford. I like Sean McVay because I think he's great at what he does. He always got a good game plan. The Steelers is like, not the Steelers, the Rams, it's like that team, they'll come in your building and hit you in your mouth. They'll walk in and walk out with the safe.
Yep.
Whatever game plan they got, it seems to be good, all the time. You know what I mean? A lot of times when it's in any moment, big moment, it don't matter. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they added Devontae Adams along with Puka Nacua. They still got Kyron Williams. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, the defense, that front four, that front set, they coming after you. They can get after you. You feel what I'm saying? So, me personally, I'm with you. I'm on the same page with you, bro. I think it's the Los Angeles Rams because they from the West Coast. Yeah, I know. Now, granted, everybody's equipped to play. Well, not everybody's equipped. Just because you play in Los Angeles, that don't mean you went to high school and college in Los Angeles. So there's a lot of guys that play Los Angeles that's used to the cold. You feel what I'm saying? It was a snowy game, and they came out here on our turf and almost got one on a big stage. So if it's any team that I believe that has the best chance to do that, it's not the Commanders. It's not the Lions. It's not the 49ers. It's the Rams.
I agree.
It's the Rams. And that's where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? Before we get up out of here, man, I got a couple more things to ask you. You brought up the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Did you see when Dak Prescott said the fucking Dallas Cowboys are not far away from us and not far from the Super Bowl?
Oh, well, he's right. They're not far. They're extremely far. So he's right. He was right. You quoted him correctly.
What you think they gonna do this season? Dak is coming back. You know what I mean? He's healthy now. They got CeeDee Lamb out here. You know what I mean? They got their new offensive guard that they drafted that says he's ready for Jalen Carter. Boy, be careful what you wish for, boy. Jalen Carter is a grown-ass man. Jalen Carter he won back-to-back national championships at the University of Georgia, came in the league his rookie year, which was last year, and then came in this year, got a fucking Super Bowl and put his imprint on the game. Boy, you better watch your goddamn mouth, Tyler Guyton. Watch your fucking mouth, boy. Fly Eagles fly over here. Quit playing, man. How good you think they're going to be?
Well, first off, the Cowboys always draft offensive linemen in the first or second round, it feels like. And that strategy's gotten them what? No championship appearances, no Super Bowls. So congrats. They got another offensive lineman to build their great wall to defend their mid-quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, the Cowboys, maybe they'll win the Super Bowl next year and then they'll wake up and turn their Xbox off, That's about it, man. I mean, it's the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they're the running joke of the NFL. They are. Listen, I'm 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They technically might have won a Super Bowl in my lifetime, but I have no conscious memory of my life to say they've ever won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, they're the Cowboys, man. I have a better chance with Cam Scatterboo and the Giants making a run than the Cowboys next year, I think.
Man, listen. As long as this is what I would like to happen. I wish God allows Jerry Jones to live like the people in the Bible, like Moses and them, to 700 years old and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because as long as Jerry Jones is alive, he don't even have to be functioning. He ain't signing over no rights. Even if he was to lose everything and he had to have one of them computers in front of him to type out what he's saying, he's going to pick the players in the draft like that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope the good Lord, Lord, please let Jerry Jones live till 700 like Moses and them in the Bible, so he can keep coming out here making these fucked up draft picks for the Dallas Cowboys, thinking he know what he's doing. Please, God, please let it happen. I beg of you, please.
From your mouth to God's ears, please.
Please, man. Have you been watching? You watch basketball? You been watching the NBA, the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm a big basketball fan. I'm a diehard Sixers fan, man. So
me too. Me too. So I call what you see now with the Sixers. I call it the season. I call real quick. Let's go back to last year, right?
Yep.
I wanted Joel Embiid off the court because you limping. That's number one. When he was in the playoffs, I said, why? Oh, he's killing. He's on one leg. It looked good, don't it? It looked real good. It's a Herculean effort. Oh my God, he's out here fighting. We ain't going nowhere with that.
You're right. To all that to win maybe a game in a series of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not winning nothing. Our best chance, if we're going to keep the damn guy, he's hurt all the time. If we're going to keep him beating, we got to keep him healthy, obviously, which is a problem. But I agree, man. Continue,
man. Listen, I didn't want him in Olympics. Oh, I want to win for my son. My son was born. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You need to be healthy for October, motherfucker. For the Philadelphia 70 goddamn Sixers, man. Yeah. And you wasn't. I also said on this show what was going to happen this season, JF. Watch this. I said, we're going to be losing games. First of all, I'm not a Paul George believer. I never have been. Ever. A day in my guy E used to come on the show. He's supposed to be coming here in a couple of days. He's a big Paul George fan. It took him 15 years to say, I'm done with that dude. I bet I'd be ahead of he's not that. He not. They gave this motherfucker $212 million. I was pissed off about that. I said, okay, so we got Paul George. Maxi's young and he's small. Unless you're telling me he's going to turn into Allen Iverson overnight, we're not going to win no games with him either.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid allows those guys to be what they are when he's on the floor. He allows them to be able to do what they need to do. You know what I mean? Kelly Oubre, I love Kelly Oubre. I wanted them to sign him back, and they did. He's a 3-and-D player. He never been in the position to go out there and carry a team.
Right.
Those guys haven't been in. Caleb Martin, Eric Gordon, you've never been in that situation to carry a team. So I said we're going to be losing games when the season starts. Joel Embiid's going to come back prematurely. I said it on this show to Jordan. He's going to come back prematurely, and he's going to get hurt again and miss more time. He's going to try to fight through it because he's going to be listening to everybody. He's going to get hurt again, and he's going to miss time. And that's what happened. And everything just went downhill for the Sixers. So I'm not even mad about the 76ers this season because I called it before it fucking started. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you've been out all of this time. It's April now. It's April 20, what? What's today's date? April. Okay, so it's April. May, June, July, August, September, October. End of October is when the season starts. That's 6 months from now. You already been out multiple months. If he come back next season, bro, and he can't last, I mean, if you want to load manage him, cool. But the games, it don't need to be he's going to be out and reevaluated again. If we got to go through that again, bro, it's time to wash our hands with Joel Embiid. And if he goes somewhere and stays healthy, and more power to you. You wasn't doing it in Philadelphia. Well, like we wanted you to. So, bro, if he cannot stay healthy, as much as I love him, we know he's an absolute animal when he's healthy. You cannot stop him. Nobody can. But when you're not healthy, you ain't doing us no justice. It's too much of that. We gotta let him go. That's me.
I'm with you, man. Especially, I mean, I feel you in the sense of as a fan, we love the Sixers. I want to see that dream happen. I want the process to be complete. I want him to hold the damn Larry O'Brien trophy for once in my life and not be a video game. You know what I mean? I think a Sixers fan, what you said, you spoke it into existence because it's exactly the fear every Sixer fan had. Mm-hmm. But what we really wanted to see happen this year was Tyrese Maxey blossom into a superstar, which he already is. Joel Embiid stay healthy. Just stay healthy.
Yep.
And Paul George stay healthy, but also play this bully ball that he said in the offseason he was going to bring. Remember that?
Yes.
Play bully ball?
Yes.
Where was that at?
Never.
So if all three of those things happened and we had some decent play and good play from the support players, we make a run in the East. That's the best scenario this year, but it didn't happen. Now you could say, all right, well, let's keep that pipe dream alive for next year. But we all know that the offseason is going to be the offseason. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be the same team. So We'll see.
Man, listen, we have tried to trust the process, but in all actuality, JF, the process is his injury history.
Yeah, that's the process.
That's the process, baby.
And to complete it, might have to be getting rid of him. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like we might have to, I mean, what we're gonna do, JF? He just gave him extension 3-year 193 last offseason, right?
I don't know all the money right now. I should do some research. But if you're going to get rid of him, maybe you get rid of him now, this offseason, and get a shit ton of something back for him. I don't know.
I wouldn't be mad if they did because it's really time. If they made that decision now, I think he's missed enough for them to say that. Yeah. As much as we love Joel Embiid, bro. We want this dude. We know he'll go out there and play hurt and all of that. But, bro, that's not making it better for you. This is a huge guy. They don't make knees for 7'2", 280-pound guys. He got the same knees we got. They don't make 7'2", 280-pound feet, backs. Yeah. Or God don't say, okay, he's gonna be 7. I'm gonna make him 7. I'm gonna give him this back. I'm gonna give him this knees and this feet. No, you got the same. That's a lot of pressure, bro. He just not. That's why I always say Shaq is one of the most gifted athletes ever. To be that humongous, large, colossal. And you don't have no injury history like that, bro, and he jumping up and down, catching oops, and he is blessed, bro. I just wish Joel Embiid was blessed with that type of, health, but unfortunately he's not. So hopefully he can get it together, bro. I'm hoping. I know you are too. But I'm a Sixer and I'm also LeBron too. You know what I mean? So we down 3-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we'll see how that play out too.
Yeah, Lakers got so long as the Lakers in 5 prediction. Remember that?
Right? Yeah. So like that's a way out the window. You feel what I'm saying?
Now it got to be like Lakers in 7 if they're gonna make a run.
Right. And listen, we know we've seen LeBron do this before, but that was 9 years ago. He was 9 years ago. He was 31. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean,
listen, Lakers. I'll say one comment on the Lakers. They got Luka, they got Reeves. LeBron's aging, but hey, you're down 3-1. Try and just run it back next year, I guess.
I don't think last game with the Lakers was done right coaching wise. Now, obviously, the players get some blame too, but you can't play LeBron James and the rest of the starters for the whole second half. You can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, that's way too much. When they had a 10-point lead, because they started the second half with, here you go, he back. They started the second half with a 14-0 run, all right? And I think that's when, when they had a 10-point lead, 11-point lead, shit like that, I think that's when they should have sat LeBron and Luka down, you know what I mean, or one of those guys down. And you go out there and Gabe Vincent, he been knocking down shots this series, you know what I'm saying? Gabe Vincent playing defense. Jared Vanderbilt, he's a spark energy-wise on defense. You see what I'm saying? There's no reason that those guys just shouldn't have played at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Jackson Hayes, he played 4 minutes. Now, Jackson Hayes is to me, his defensive IQ is low. He always in foul trouble. He always he be doing dumb shit. And that's what gets him in foul trouble and sends him to the bench. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, hell, the man played 4 minutes. That's 44. The game is 48 minutes. That's 44 minutes without a center. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't help as well. So, I just think it wasn't a good idea to play those guys for the whole second half. You got to get them guys a rest, man. I just think that was kind of like a coaching blunder on that part. And I don't think JJ Redick could do that again, though. I really don't think he'd do that again. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it sucks that they're down 3-1. And even when in the second game, when LeBron went crazy and Luka was sick or whatever the case may be, man, that could have been something. They could have went off together, and that could have put them up 2-1. You know what I mean? And worst case, they could have been going back home 2-2. You feel me? But it is what it is, man. Hopefully, we ain't got to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm hoping for a miracle from God that he stay healthy, bro. Because I said I want the goal I wanted for this past season was the finals. I felt with Joel Embiid being Joel Embiid, yeah, that guy, the MVP guy. Max can feed off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Oubre doing what he do, 3-and-D. Eric Gordon, Paul George. I mean, we had Tobias Harris. You know what I mean? I guess you want to say they're kind of. I know Paul George got a bigger name. I'm talking about game wise. They both fade away. They both put up bricks at the most fucked up times. They both have games to make you want to snatch that jersey off of them. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm like with the depth that we had. I feel like if we had defense, we should go out there, and we got a big man presence because nobody has a Joel Embiid stopper. Whether we ran into Boston or not, y'all ain't got nobody to stop that man. And he can put his imprint on the game and change the game on both ends of the floor. My expectation was to be healthy all year and go to the fucking finals. I didn't want to see no bullshit. And I'm talking about going to the finals and winning it. And if we didn't win it, it better have been in Game 7, going out swinging. Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about you got 9 points or you got 12. No. Swinging on the way down.
Yep.
Before we hit the ground and they hold up the trophy, it better be we swung as many times as we could, and they was just a better team. That's what I want.
Not no Ben Simmons against the Hawks series. Remember how like soft that he was in that series, dude? He didn't even go in and finish at the hole. He was fucking making excuses to the media, dude. I mean, that's the type of Sixers team. Like, we don't care about the results. This is Philly, man. We just want you to play with some damn passion.
Right, bro. He don't even look at the rim.
No,
he don't even look at the rim.
No,
he don't. So I'm glad he's gone. He's been a liability. He's been a liability.
Yeah,
he's been that. Even when he was giving us 16, 10, and 8. It's at the time where we need you and they can double off you and you ain't shooting the ball and you got to get took out. That's 16, 10, and 8 don't mean shit.
Yep.
So I'm glad he's gone too. But if Joel Embiid can't get it right, it's time to go, bro. It's time to go.
I hear you, man. True that.
So, yeah, man. Well, listen, man, for the viewers right now, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I want y'all to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. You know what I mean? You see my man JF right here. That's his info right here. Go follow him on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Go follow him, watch him, you know, and just keep your eye out for him because he's going to be a big star one day. He's going to be working for the Philadelphia Eagles. I was just, when you was had to log back on, you know what I'm saying? I was on your page and I seen you talking to Darius Slay. See what I'm saying, bro? See what I'm saying?
Talk to him. Talk to him. I drove him. I picked him up once.
That's what I'm saying.
To an autograph.
Yeah, you said you right here. It says you ready to drive. I want to drive you again. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you right here, shaking hands with these superstars. JF.
I appreciate that. But let me say one thing though to your viewers and to yourself, Big Mike. They're just humans. You know, they are people like us. But they're pretty damn cool people, and there's some pretty cool people that I'm happy to be around. And I tell you what, I get chills anytime I'm around anybody of any notoriety or fame, and especially our Eagles. I get inspired, man. They're inspirational people, and it's a lot of responsibility that comes with being like a famous athlete, especially in this city.
Mm-hmm.
But the people I've worked with, Saquon and BG and all them, they understand that responsibility. And even in a private signing room with even in a private signing room with no cameras and stuff like that, and like authentic, like I'm talking like really raw conversations. Like there's things I'll never tell you guys about, like what Saquon told me and stuff, because that's breaking like personal, like between me and him. You know what I mean? Like personal shit. Mm-hmm. But I will say this much: they're good people. They're all super humble people, and they're fun to work with.
Okay, well. That's great, man. So I'm wishing you much love and success, my boy. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, man, like I said, man, viewers, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. That's our show for the day, and we gone.
Go Birds, baby.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah.